Welcome to Speaker Slam, North America's largest inspirational speaking competition. If you've never been to one of our events, you're in for an unforgettable experience. We feature 10 speakers from all across the world who take the stage with just 5 minutes to share a powerful, life-altering message with their life stories. This is a real competition with stakes, strategy, and heart. And competition brings out the best in people. It demands clarity, courage, and connection. Each speaker is scored by 4 industry experts, event producers, media professionals, speaker agents, book publishers, town scouts, people who know the power of storytelling, who work with speakers, book speakers, and build speakers. And yes, they're watching closely. They're here to evaluate performance and impact. Judging criteria. Each speech is scored out of 100 points across 6 categories. Message clarity, 25 points. Is the message clear, concise, and meaningful? Storytelling, 25 points. Is the story personal, vivid, and emotionally resonant? Transformative impact, 15 points. Did it spark insight, inspiration, or change? It factor, 15 points. Does the speaker bring presence, originality, and power? Entertaining, 10 points. Was it engaging through humor, props, or performance? Presentation, 10 points. Did they deliver with confidence, authenticity, and control? Timing. Timing is crucial. Each speaker has a strict 5 minutes and 30 seconds to complete their talk. Go over that limit and they lose 1 point for every 5 seconds, which can seriously affect their final placement. The journey to the Grand Slam. Speaker Slam hosts 5 competitions every year. The top 2 speakers from each event earn a coveted spot at our year-end finale, the Grand Slam, the inspirational speaking finals. That's where the best of the best come back to compete for the title of Inspirational Speaker of the Year and a massive prize package valued up to $50,000. We started in 2016 with a simple idea that one speech can change your life. Since then, we've helped thousands of speakers find their voice. Our videos have reached millions. We've seen people come to Speaker Slam, share the hardest thing they've ever been through, and walk away with a renewed sense of purpose. Sometimes it's a book deal, sometimes it's a TEDx, sometimes it's a whole new path. This isn't just a speaking event, it's a launch pad. It's a turning point. But the real impact, it's what happens when someone shares their truth and finally feels seen. This stage is a catalyst for the speaker, for the audience, and for everything that comes next. Why this matters to you. The real prize isn't just the title. It's the transformation that happens on stage. It's about courage. It's about the stories that break something open. And it's about you, the audience, connecting to what's being said and seeing your own story in someone else's journey. At Speaker Slam, you don't just watch, you feel, you cheer, you root for your favorites. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll leave with more connection, empathy, and purpose than you walked in with. This is about voices that challenge, uplift, and awaken something real. This is about community, transformation, and what's possible when people speak from the heart. This is Speaker Slam. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the night, the food, the energy, the people. You're surrounded by purpose-driven humans here. Welcome to the Speaker Slam experience.
Yeah, let's go. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we go? Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what can get you. Your fever dream, can't you see getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. We
Welcome to the Brand Builder competition. We back.
Oh my God, was that exciting? I'm backstage and that is just one of my favorite videos in the world. How can you watch that and not just want to jump in and be a part of our world? So, okay, thank you everybody for being here. We're really, really excited. We are about to do our personal brand builder competition. Now, we have been running Speaker Slam for 10 years. And the brand builder competition is just really the culmination of everything that we do. This is where we take somebody's niche, their messaging, their pictures, their speaking, their brand, their pitch, and we bring it all together to just really showcase who they are. And for Dan and I think what we're really committed to is helping speakers become the leader in their industry. And everything that they work towards on our stage is that they can be seen as the leader so that they can get booked and paid, so that they can get opportunities, they can get press. And you are about to see a masterclass in that right now.
For those of you who don't know us, we are the creators of Speaker Slam, a speaker development agency, best known for creating North America's largest inspirational speaking competition. And we've been doing this for 10 years. And 10 years of inspiration, baby.
We love every minute of it. And so, Dan, you are going to tell them how this day is going to go, how this next hour or so.
Yes. So the way things are going to look like is we're going to start off with meeting the judges and then starting off with the first 5 speakers. And then we'll take a 10-minute break, come back. The next 5 speakers will go, the last ones. One more 10-minute break so we can finalize the scoring. And then we go right into the winning ceremony. And for those of you who are tuning in, you'll notice we have a scorecard now. So you can judge from home as well. And the feedback and scores we can give to the speakers as well.
So where can they find that scorecard to access it?
It is on the showcase page itself. And I will put up a QR code right now in a couple seconds. But first, let's meet our judges.
Yes. Okay. This is the best part of over the years, I always look for the absolute perfect judging lineup. And for me, I look for people that have the credentials, and the people that we're going to meet today are experts in either speaking or personal brand or entrepreneurship, all the things that matter to our speakers. They are very generous with the prizes that they donate that can kind of help our speakers propel forward. But most importantly, I pick people that are heart-centered, that have the same exact values as us, and you are going to see that right now. So I'd love to introduce them. I'm going to bring up one of my very, very close friends, actually, and she is beautiful and brilliant, Andrea Rindell.
Hey guys, it is so nice to be here. Thank you, Rena and Dan, again for having me. I love it. I'm coming at you from Calgary, Alberta. I am a brand and business strategist, and I work primarily with people who have personal brands. So authors, coaches, speakers, trainers, consultants, those kinds of people who make an impact from the work that they do. I'm glad to be here today. And to all the contestants, I wish you very well. You guys did a good job. We had a chance to look at some of your graphics before, but I'm excited to see your presentations. So see you guys later.
Okay, thank you so much. This next gentleman I met through a friend at a conference, and I was listening to him speak, and I was like, my gosh, this guy knows his stuff. He knows the speaking world, and he is just one of the kindest, most generous people ever. So please meet Marty Dickinson.
Hello from Denver, Colorado. My name is Marty Dickinson. I'm the founder of Speakers Speak Live, where speakers get better together in a private setting where we just support each other with showcase presentations and then referring each other to stages. In my speaking world, I work with business owners and leaders who want to crush complacency by exploring multiple methods for attracting sales opportunities so that they can get their business growth plan back on track in 90 days. I am the first timer here at this amazing competition that you have, so I'm very excited to be a part of it.
Thanks so much, Marty. Next, we have a really wonderful woman who has been involved with Speaker Slam many times, not only competing, being a judge, being involved. So she is an OG member. So please welcome Kika Dasgupta.
I am so excited to be here. I am coming to you from Toronto. As Rena said, I've been in PR marketing and branding for 25 years. I've had the pleasure of working with some incredible corporate brands, Nike, Disney, Mercedes-Benz, IKEA. And today I've been speaking for 10 years now with a platform called The Art of Lifing, all about bringing powerhouse brand level confidence to our own confidence and self-esteem. So I'm really excited to be here. I have been in contestant shoes, as Rena said, and I've been a judge. I'm really excited to see your presentations today. As our previous judges have said, the caliber of entries has been fantastic. So you should really be proud of yourself. And I think for everybody watching, there's so much we can learn today. So I'm excited to be part of it.
Thank you so much. And finally, true story, about 6 years ago during the pandemic, Dan and I were holding on by our fingernails to our business, struggling, and we decided to work with a coach. And this coach single-handedly really changed our business, the direction of our, look at us flying high now. And we owe a lot of that to this incredible guy, Sean Quintero.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Quintero. I am the co-owner of Next Step, a marketing agency that helps build mission-driven brands and helps them build authority, grow loyal audiences, and scale their impact. I'm also the host of the Proud to Lead podcast, where we interview and feature LGBTQ plus candidates running for elected office, and we help amplify the next generation of inclusive leadership. I'm also a business coach, as Rena said, and have loved working with Rena and Dan and being a part of this world. Listen, if you're competing here, you're in the right place. If you've ever considered competing here, a little plug, this is the right place to do it. You all should be really incredibly proud of yourselves. It takes courage to step up, put your ideas into the world, and compete at this level. No matter the outcome, the work you're doing and the passion you bring has already set you apart. So be proud of yourselves.
Okay, thank you so much. Dan, they're great judges, do you think?
Yes, of course. Yes. Without them, none of this is possible. So super thank you for being a part of this. All right. I think it's game time, huh? Before we start, we'd like to do something special. And I know it's virtual and at home, but I just want you to yell it and feel it at home. So let's begin.
When I say speaker, you say slam. Speaker! Slam! Speaker! Slam! Speaker! Slam! Hands are thrown down, let's go!
Okay, amazing. So we are about to start our competition. If you are watching, I want to just give you a little preview about what's to happen. We are going to see something come up on the screen for each competitor. It is going to show their positioning statement, which is essentially their niche. We are going to see a unique insight graphic, which is their thought leadership. This is everything that we work on in our program. Then there is going to be 30 seconds. Then the speaker is going to go into their 2-minute pitch. And then the judges are going to have a minute to sort of evaluate. And then one judge is going to come up and give a little bit of feedback, which is really a masterclass for you. So with no further ado, let's get into our first speaker of the day.
At just 3 years old, my daughter had 10 cavities. That's half her teeth affected by decay. And honestly, I was shocked because as a mom to a toddler, brushing and flossing their teeth is already like wrestling a little tiny alligator every single night. There were tears, stress, negotiations, and sometimes I was just trying to get the job done because that's what good parents do, right? But the hardest part wasn't even the diagnosis. It was watching my daughter be put under general anesthesia for the surgery. I still remember her crying, screaming, reaching out for me while they were putting her to sleep. And then I sat in that waiting room, surrounded by other moms crying too. And that's when I realized something. I wasn't alone. And it wasn't just a behavior problem. It was an experience problem. I started searching for resources to help my daughter feel comfortable at the dentist and not dread taking care of her teeth. But there wasn't any really resources that created that behavioral shift in a meaningful way. So using my background in psychology, I created My Friend Toothy, a tool designed to help children feel emotionally safe, confident, and engaged in their oral care. Because when children feel emotionally safe, behavior changes naturally. So today, I help dental clinics create positive experiences for children and families through emotional connection, positive reinforcement, and meeting children where they're at. My work has been featured in the Canadian Dental Association and shared throughout dental educational platforms across North America. Because when children have positive experiences at the dentist, appointments become easier. Staff are less stressed, and children are excited to come back. And those early experiences help shape their relationship with their oral care for life. Thank you.
Hey, Stacy, you did a great job. It was really, really good. I took some notes. One of the things I really liked is that you did a good job of telling the story. You got to the point. You were succinct, yet you were still emotional. I teared up a little bit when you were talking about all the moms crying. I'm like, oh, I feel that. Love your graphics, love your color consistency, and that you're wearing the blue today. Good job. And then also your credibility with your background. Really, really good how you tied all of that together without putting too much of you in it, but like you were still putting you in it, but you were making it credible and about the audience. And I love the stuffy. It's awesome. It was in the background. The only thing I would say you could have done better was if you had the stuffy in your hand and held it, that also would have just brought the prop into like into the frame. But other than that, you did a great job.
Okay, thank you so much. That was great. And this is how it's going to go, fast and furious. We are on to our next competitor.
September 2025, I thought I was walking into the hottest meeting of my year. My VP looked straight at me and said, "This is your last day." Somehow what I felt wasn't devastation, it was a wide open space. Nothing left to pretend for that day. For 15 years, I performed for the gold standard. I managed procurement for billion-dollar organizations across 4 countries and 4 languages, and yet, looking at the top executives, they didn't inspire me. They looked exhausted. And I realized, so was I. On paper, I made it, but I felt like I was trapped in a professional costume, suffocating my real nature. So I tried escaping twice. First, I launched fitness and health coaching brands. That world led me into premium sales for global content creators. But even those felt like I was building from the outside in, just a different costume. Then the truth hit me. The problem wasn't strategy, it was identity. I realized I built so much, but I never stopped to meet the person living in it. And now I can see the war is about to force that same realization on everyone. We're living through $1 trillion awareness economy, and somehow we're still exhausted. The world is changing faster than we can adapt. It's a race we're designed to lose. But here's the shift that I see. AI has come to automate our doing so we can finally see our being. The next 24 months reward those who own their essence, not their titles. That's why I built the Human Goal Matrix, a complete identity system revealing how we're actually wired, our patterns, our energy, how our ego is formed, our wound as our own gift. Because when you understand yourself at this level, not intellectually but viscerally, your personal brand stops being something you wear, it becomes who you simply are. I help driven professionals move from their exhausted performers to someone who builds from their lived experience and acquire wisdom, something artificial can't touch. And here's what this means. Your code will be the only thing AI cannot write. I'm Gladys Paz. I build brands that survive the shift.
Sign me up. What a great job. This is a new topic for so many people, and it is so important today for everyone to pay attention to. If there is anything I would suggest to do the next time that you do this kind of a presentation, I would really suggest that you focus on when you said the last day in your very opening. When somebody says to you, last day, really pause on that and even bring it back at the end, because that's your message right there. This is the last day that we should be celebrating our title, and the new day that we should be using our past to do everything that you just presented. I think that was a remarkable introduction to a topic that people are not thinking about right now. And you are going to be very popular on stages. So congratulations. Smile. I love your smile. I want to see that smile more, because you are bringing this message to the world. Great job.
Why am I smiling so big? That was so animated and amazing. Marty, you're inspiring. Okay, so let's bring it to our next competitor.
One night in Berlin, under the lights of a cabaret, I was on stage performing Heart of Glass by Blondie. Suddenly, I couldn't recognize the song, so I looked at the band and said, "What are you guys playing?" At that moment, my body collapsed on stage. I woke up in the hospital, 2 weeks of tests, the diagnosis, deep burnout. I was sent home, 1 year in bed. I couldn't speak. I couldn't walk. I felt like my life was over. My career, my identity, gone. How did I get to this point? Who do I need to become from now on? That is when I rebuilt my self-image and my identity. And this is not just my story. Today, up to 76% of the global workforce is burnt out. This is an identity problem because you can only sustain the level of success that matches who you believe you are. There was a time in my life from the outside, I was the definition of success. A world champion in Taekwondo, an award-winning circus artist, a star in a VIP cabaret in Berlin. But behind the scene, my nervous system was living in a war zone. I did what high achievers do. I trained 3 times a day. I was working 3 jobs at the same time. I was starving myself, trying to be perfect. And no matter how much I achieved, I was never enough until my body said, enough. Let me ask you, where in your life are you still proving yourself? Because the moment you stop performing for approval and step into your true identity, you become the person you were meant to be. And that is when you become the champion of your own life. Today, I'm certified leadership and identity coach trained in neuroscience. I help exhausted high achievers rebuild their identity so they can lead, rise, and live like champions. I encourage you to book me for your next event, and I know firsthand what it takes to be a champion. Thank you.
Yay, Sofranie, that was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I felt so much heart and so much power in your pitch. So when you were speaking on video, I was like, this woman has a mission and she's changing lives. It was really powerful. I loved your choice of words. One of the things that really stood out to me that I wrote out was your nervous system being in a war zone. I think so much of what you're talking about is something that many people can relate to. So you had me gripped to your story from the beginning. What I would say is when I look at your visuals in terms of the brand submission and your insight, it's clean, it's polished, it looks beautiful, but I want to see more of the grit and the power and the heart that you showed in your pitch in the visuals. So one of the things I was going to say is that you talked about being an elite circus performer and a Taekwondo champion. What are the visual cues you could put into your visuals that would actually speak to that? So that if I didn't read all the copy and I just looked at your photo or I just looked at the overall graphic, how could it give me a sense of that unique positioning? Sometimes that's just some shadowy textures in the background of, circus graphics, for example, or Taekwondo. But either way, you have so much to give. Your speaking ability and your pitch really got to me. I really loved it. And what I would just love to see is a little bit more of that magic from you in the graphics. But overall, so fantastic. Really well done. If I was an event organizer looking to get somebody to talk about burnout, I would definitely hire you.
Thank you so much, Kika. We are moving on to our 4th competitor of the day.
I walked into Robin's room. She was sitting by the window, brushing her hair and staring out with her mind somewhere else. I could feel it, the weight of it all, the fear, the anxiety, the replay of everything she thought she'd get to one day. After 23 years working as a medical professional with cancer patients at end of life, I've witnessed the same moment over and over. What once felt urgent fades, and what truly matters becomes undeniable. But almost no one looks at their energy until life forces them to. We organize our calendars, optimize our homes, and even feng shui our spaces until it's perfect. But we overlook the energy we carry. 3 years in hospital rooms with my son taught me this: your energy shapes your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. Your energetic frequency runs your life. Lead it or it will lead you. You don't need a wake-up call to see it. I helped Robin shift her energy. She called her estranged sister and had conversations she'd been avoiding. She got to travel with her family one last time. She healed, she made peace. Her life was complete. What I learned sitting in those rooms beside Robin is something I bring to leaders today. We can all change the quality of our lives based on how we manage our energy intentionally. Today, I stand on stages as a TEDx speaker, the #1 best-selling author of The Frequency Effect, and an empowerment coach, helping leaders reclaim their energy and break the patterns that are keeping them stuck. When your energy is placed with intention, life expands to a 10 out of 10 everywhere. Let me bring a powerful edge to your next leadership event. The strongest leaders are self-led, but unseen patterns and blocks often cap their growth. I'll help your leaders break through what's holding them back and quantum leap extraordinary results. Thank you.
Okay, listen, so good. Such a powerful story. Thank you so much for amplifying Robin's story and bringing us into her journey. A couple of things I would encourage is get clearer upfront about who Robin was. Sharing the story. At first, I thought it was maybe a daughter of yours or maybe a family member, and I wasn't clear. I think it was a cancer patient of yours. And so I just maybe get really clear about that right up front on your pitch, because that's such a powerful story. Thank you so much for sharing your credibility as well. It really said, you know what you're talking about. Energy can be such a vague term. I would give a definition to it in your pitch as well. When you think of energy, most people think this. Here's what energy actually is. And that would give a little bit of insight so we know what you're talking about. And then on the positioning graphic, unique insights, I would encourage, it feels and reads a little bit AI. There's like tells with AI, it's not this, it's this. And I think it was like, you're not stuck, you're patterned. I would focus less on kind of the process of like feng shui and more focus on the like what energy means and why that is important. So maybe something like, I help high performing leaders identify and rewire the hidden energetic patterns shaping their results. And then for the insight, maybe something like, your energy is creating results before your strategy ever does. So that would kind of like create that understanding of, oh, there's something happening that I'm not even aware of, and you can help me do it. Again, really good job. Thank you so much for sharing the story and the journey, and keep so good. So good.
Thanks so much. You know, what's incredible having these judges is that we're all learning alongside this. So such great feedback. Okay, so we are going into our fifth speaker.
I have a meeting soon. There's construction in the driveway. Wait, I can't use the car. Transit? Too late. Is it worth taking an Uber? I can't reschedule. This month is way too busy. Oh, right. I bought a bike just yesterday. Let's ride. Whoa, fast cars. Oh, nice trail. And lovely views of Lake Ontario. Oh, flies. Ooh, bike lane. Oh, we're here on time. Sure, the route could be improved, but at least I have somewhere to park my bike. Having more choices helps us keep moving. And to make more choices possible, we need good routes and bikeable workplaces. I'm Army DeFrancia, award-winning bikeability changemaker, active transportation planner, and sustainable mobility speaker. I bring people together to make biking a real choice for getting around. I have a master's in urban planning from McGill University, and I'm a registered professional planner with over 10 years of experience in active transportation. In the public sector, I work on improving bike routes in a suburb. I implement a shared e-scooter and e-bike program, bike lanes, sharrows, wayfinding, campaigns, and lots of community engagement. Many folks want greener workplaces, but budget pressures can be daunting. As a sustainable mobility speaker, I'm here to help. I give a framework to sustainability champions for creating bike-friendly workplaces. I walk them through the following: supporting policy tools, opportunities to shape government decisions, and an outline of who else can help. Audiences will go from feeling discouraged and stuck in their silo to becoming confidently ready for action. So let's walk the walk, bike the bike, and make more choices possible. Let's keep moving towards a bikeable, sustainable future.
Wow, that was really, really, really well done. I loved your opening story. I like the way you pulled us in with your story. It was fantastic. Your use of props was amazing. Your helmet, the bike bell at the end, fantastic. Your opening was really, really strong. Also, I like your niche topic. It's not something that I'm all that interested in, but you made it really interesting. And it was like, oh, yeah, this is a great thing overall. It was really, really good. I love that you mentioned that you have a framework and a system that you walk people through. You could probably name that framework and it'd be great for your personal brand because it'll help elevate you as somebody who does that thing, maybe even outside of your current position and job. or your current way that you work with this. And you did a great job with the speaking. It was fantastic. My only bit of feedback of what you could do better is that I think you have a lot more color in life than what shows up in your graphics. Like, you are just this lively, vivacious person, and your graphics are a little dull and muted. So, and also when I think about outside and sustainability and wanting to ride my bike, I think of colors that are like green and almost what you were wearing. And so if anything, I'd see maybe could you like brighten up the graphics to match how vibrant you really are.
Thank you so much to the judges. Now we are going into the 10-minute break. The first 5 have completed. While we do that, I do want you to know Speaker Slam does have live in-person events as well. And on May 26th is the next event, The Road Less Traveled. And we do also live stream that. So make sure to come out and see the Speaker Slam energy in person. And for now, we are going to go into a 10-minute break, and we'll see you shortly. I wish I found you first.
That line stays with me. So many of our speakers spent years searching for support. They poured money into programs. They joined groups with hundreds of people. They watched videos alone. They never felt guided.
I felt lost.
I didn't have direction. I didn't feel seen.
I tried everything before I got here.
Then they come to Speaker Slam and everything shifts. They are seen, they are understood, they are supported, they are coached with care. They are surrounded by a team that wants to see them rise.
You believed in me.
You helped me shape my message. You pushed me to grow.
You changed my life.
We walk beside our speakers. We guide them through every step. We help them find clarity, confidence, and momentum. Every speaker gets community. Every speaker gets support. Every speaker gets a chance to rise with intention and heart. And when they say, "I wish I had found you first," I hear the truth behind those words. They were searching for a place that believed in them.
Speaker Slam changed my life.
I finally felt seen.
This community lifted me.
If you are a speaker searching for a place to grow, to be guided, to be championed, you are home. And to every person who ever said, "I wish I had found you first," we are grateful you found us now.
From Speaker Slam to global inspiration, meet Unstoppable Tracy. In 2018, Unstoppable Tracy stepped onto the Speaker Slam stage and shared her incredible story with the world. Since that momentous day, Unstoppable Tracy has reached a global audience of around 100 million views across social media platforms from her Speaker Slam appearance. She's received numerous international awards, including being recognized as a top inspirational leader by the International Association of Top Professionals, a leader of impact in 2021, and a Women of Inspiration Changemaker. She became the #1 international transformational leader with Guru John Maxwell out of 160 countries. She's been inducted into the Canadian Disability Hall of Fame. She's delivered multiple TEDx talks and spoken in over 40 countries.
I cannot thank Speaker Slam enough, not only for bringing me along for the journey of the 100 million views of a video that was told on their stage with Speaker Slam, but also their great coaching and their great support and their never-ending relationship that is so much more than a few moments on their stage. Thank you, Speaker Slam, for being extraordinary difference makers.
Are you ready to follow Unstoppable Tracy's footsteps and become a global inspiration? Apply to compete on the Speaker Slam stage today and take your step towards making a positive impact on the world. Speakerslam.org/apply. See you there.
It's coming.
Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Everything will be alright, long as it lasts and say, and you know I'll never drop. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. Everything will be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. But you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back, memories bring back.
Matthews, from cancer fighter to change maker. Before stepping onto the Speaker Slam stage, Lindsay Matthews was navigating life with a stage 4 metastatic breast cancer diagnosis. She dreamed of becoming a speaker to share her story, make an impact, and raise awareness about metastatic cancer, but didn't know where to begin. That all changed when Lindsay competed at Speaker Slam, North America's largest inspirational speaking competition. Taking the stage, she delivered a heart-stirring speech about turning the worst year of her life into the best year, using her battle with cancer to inspire her children and others to find strength in adversity. Her story captivated audiences, earning her the top prize at the Against All Odds competition. Since her Speaker Slam journey, Lindsay has gained significant media attention, with multiple features on City News, CTV News, Breakfast Television, and more, further spreading her message of resilience and advocacy. She placed third at the 2023 Grand Slam, where she competed against the top speakers of the year, solidifying her place as a powerful voice in the speaking community as the number 3 inspirational speaker of the year. She's worked with numerous cancer organizations, using her newfound platform to amplify her message, advocate for metastatic breast cancer awareness, and inspire hope in others. She's inspired communities, showing how to find joy, adventure, and meaning in the face of life's greatest challenges. She's ensuring her children live a life filled with joy, normalcy, and adventure, despite the challenges of her diagnosis. Her story resonates not just with those affected by cancer, but with anyone navigating adversity.
I just want to say that Speaker Slam has honestly changed my life for the better, and if anyone is considering getting up on stage, this is your sign that you need to go do it.
Today, Lindsay is working with cancer organizations, continuing to raise awareness and inspiring audiences through speaking engagements. Her journey from someone unsure where to start to a recognized advocate and inspirational speaker proves that one speech can truly change your life and the lives of many others.
Yeah, let's go. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we go back? Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us.
Okay,
Hello. Welcome
we are back.
So
Okay.
this is the next step. What's gonna go down now, Rena?
Okay, so we've had the first 5, and I think they did an incredible job. What interests me is that we work really closely with the speakers, and it's interesting to have these outside judges' perspectives, just unique information that is new for these speakers, and just to see how professionals in the industry are seeing them. So no matter what, that has been really invaluable. We are going to go into our next half now, which is we have 5 speakers waiting in the wings to make magic. And we do have one quick thing as I'm waiting for one of our speakers to get her camera set up. Why don't we take this amazing opportunity to talk about identity, Dan?
Yes, this is the perfect opportunity for that. We have the next applications open for the identity competition. If you feel like you want to take the stage live in Toronto, then we are looking for speakers that have stories around identity, their messages. Put in an application. The deadline is by June 13th. It's first come, first serve. And also, the final competition of the year is on the theme of reinvention. So that is also another option. We'll put in an application and let's make magic.
What's incredible about that is we only have a few spots, like we have 2 competitions left. We have some spots filled in both. So we are like in May and we only have a handful of spots left. So if it's calling to you, I want you to jump in. Okay, so we're having, one of our speakers is having technical difficulty with the camera, but the show must go on. So we are going to be skipping ahead to the speaker after her. Okay, so
that
I want
is Tammy. Tammy, you are going to be going up next. And so judges, just be aware, we are just moving forward here. So without further ado, let's begin. Get ready, Tammy.
I was off duty when the first shots rang out, and I went straight into work. 5 officers were shot, 3 of them fatally. I stepped in as the operational sergeant leading the team during one of the darkest times of my policing career and in the lives of everyone there. When Ricky came back to work after witnessing his friend murdered in front of him, he was in the bullpen at his computer. I went over to talk with him, and instinctively, I placed my hand on his back. Later, my inspector told me in nearly 30 years of policing, he had never seen someone in my position do that. And he noticed something else. Members were coming into my office, closing the door and talking. And sometimes those big, strong men, they cry. Because for the first time, someone gave them permission to not be okay. And I was that person for so many, but I didn't have that. So I ran every single day to the point of throwing up, just to cope. And during that time, I lost 2 of my friends and coworkers to suicide. One of those calls I responded to and notified his family. Then I got back in my car and I had 10 minutes to cry before I walked back into a detachment and pretended I was okay. Because that's what we're taught. You suck it up. You just keep going. But that's when everything changed. Because I'm fine is the most dangerous lie we tell. During my 24 years as a police officer, I responded to too many suicides, deaths that might have been prevented if people hadn't suffered in silence. So I stopped accepting silence as strength. Today, without my uniform, I help leaders in high-pressure environments create psychologically safe workplaces by leading conversations so teams will speak up, perform better, and ask for help. Because when people feel safe, it doesn't just change the individual, it changes cultures. If you're responsible for your people, the question is, will you have a culture of silence or safety? I am Tammy Ward, and I create brave conversations. Thank you.
Wow, Tammy. Oh my gosh, your story as you described it was so gripping for me. And I was just trying to imagine the difficulties that you've seen, that your colleagues have seen, and the sacrifices that the RCMP, every person in law enforcement makes to be able to take care of all of us. So it was really powerful. I love the way that you presented it. And it was interesting, when I first looked at your graphics and I hadn't heard you speak, I noticed that in your copy you had talked about high pressure environments and having high stakes conversations. The way that I interpreted that was that you help people have difficult conversations where, I might be fearful of having this conversation with somebody, or maybe it's like a hostage negotiation situation or something where there's a lot of pressure and you're in the field and on the front lines and talking about it. But then in listening to you in your pitch, talking about how too many people are suffering in silence and how you want to take that silence and take that away and help people know that it's not okay. That made it so much more clear for me exactly what you do. So I wonder sometimes, especially when we're branding and we're choosing our words very carefully in the way we present, some people will interpret it in one way or the other. I took the high stakes conversation differently, I think, than what you had originally meant in terms of having brave conversations and being okay to say, I'm not okay, which is such an important message that I think everybody in our society needs to learn right now. So just take a moment to just kind of think about how you can really lean into that it's okay to not be okay. And how suffering in silence is learned behavior. I think that would be really just a little bit of the tweak that'll take you to the next level. And then same feedback I would give to you in terms of your graphics is that you've been on the front lines of the RCMP for so many years. I'd love to have some kind of visual cue in it. So I know you had put the hat from the RCMP hat, and I'm guessing from a branding perspective, you're not able to show a lot from the RCMP, but if I looked at the hat on its own, I might not immediately connect it. I read the RCMP, so I'm just wondering if there's like a little profile picture of you in an officer's uniform or some kind of visual cue you can give, so that again, if I'm not reading any of the copy, I still know that you worked for the RCMP for many years. So overall, really great job. I think you're going to share a really important story and make a really big difference on stages.
Thank you so much, Kika. That was really powerful. Okay, so I want to make sure that the judges have scored that for Tammy, that you had skipped a line. We like to roll quickly with our tech challenges, and Marcia is back up online, and we're going to go back to Marcia. So make sure that the judge that is giving her feedback is on point for this, and we are going to go into hearing from our originally sixth place speaker, Marcia.
Kindness costs nothing, but it changes everything. Hi, I'm Marcia, leader of Humankind and founder of the Kindness Circle. I watched my parents freely give what they had and be kind to everyone around them. Growing up, I thought it was normal, but seeing the way the world is right now, I realized it was truly extraordinary. I went through my entire life doing and giving whatever and wherever I could, living my normal life. But on my 52nd birthday, I decided to do something extraordinary. To celebrate my age, I chose to do 52 acts of kindness, one act of kindness every week for one full year. It was not as easy as you think it would be, but what I recognized was it inspired people to do the same. When I saw how much it was changing others, I realized it was changing me as well. And that is why the Kindness Circle exists. We are a community-driven movement dedicated to inspiring people to be kind to themselves and to others. Most people think kindness is weak, assuming it comes from a place of passive or lack of strength, while in reality, choosing kindness demands great leadership. It requires courage, self-awareness, and can be especially hard when choosing what's right. In a world looking for quick answers and big money, we are here to celebrate the best in humanity. Most brands focus on making money fastest, but kindness doesn't do that. Our brand is one of the few in the world focused on simply giving back and leaving a lasting impression and a legacy on humankind. In our last few years, the Kindness Circle has brought people together to help those in need. We have granted wishes for children dealing with critical illnesses, given scholarships to women in STEM, built playgrounds for kids facing challenges, and so much more. The thing that we are most excited about is our Kindness Circle Awards Gala. It's like the Academy Award of Kind Humans. And it is the country's only red carpet gala event celebrating our kindness heroes, making a massive impact by changing the world with kindness. This fall, we're hosting another gala, and it is the start of a ripple that happens when we bring people together to share inspiring individuals, businesses, and organizations making a difference. This helps us see how we live and change in the world, and it reminds us that we are humankind. The Kindness Circle is at the center of that ripple, and as a leader of humankind, we are better together. So I'm so excited to watch the ripples grow. Thank you.
Congratulations, Marcia. When I was looking at your graphics, I was going through those just thinking, I hope she lives up to the expectation of the graphics, because you have this infectious smile. You are the poster woman of kindness. You would be amazed how many speakers I've seen talk on the topic of kindness, and they represent very little kindness, but you ooze kindness. So I congratulate you on filling the role that you are trying to serve. I was also hoping that you would answer a couple of questions for me. And number one, what is the significance of this? And you did. You said zero cost. And we are a community. I love that tie-in. I was wondering if it was going to be like a arrows around a circle, like it was a process, but no, that wasn't it. It's zero cost and community. So congratulations on pointing that out. The one thing I was thinking of, again, if you were to take this out, and you are taking this out to the world, you're already there. So the next time you would present this, keep in mind that companies are starving for ways to increase their ROI and how to keep employees engaged. This is an engagement issue for employees. This is a payback for companies. You could be going out to corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate the world, and saying, just add a little bit of kindness and join our community in this, and you will see a result. So that was the other question I was looking for, is what is the actual payoff that I can receive as a person if I'm not always so kind to everyone? If I was to elevate that and really embrace this topic, how would that be a payback to me, even though I know that we're, bettering the world and all of that great information? We all want to know what's in it for me. So how can that actually benefit me as a person? You add that to it, and you are the one to bring this to the world. And if not, who else? I mean, you are the poster woman for this topic. Congratulations.
Who is watching this right now and wants to be best friends with Marty? He is adorable. You can go find him on Facebook. He's very approachable. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker.
It was a Tuesday, and I sat in the parking lot of the company that I'd given 2 decades of my life to, holding a box of my things. And I'd realized that I'd spent 25 years climbing this ladder that was leaned up against the wrong building. I had the title, I had the income, I had the LinkedIn announcements, and I had never been more lost. Then I heard this dare: disappear for a year, no posting, no boasting, become a ghost, work on yourself, and then come back unrecognizable. So I did. I disconnected from the noise, and I audited every part of my life, my body, my mind, my soul, my finances, and my relationships. And I rebuilt from the ground up. And what came back wasn't a better version of the old me. It was someone completely different. And then the journey became a book, Disappear for a Year, now in the hands of thousands of high achievers across North America who were successful on paper, but burning out and dying on the inside. It became a keynote. It became a coaching framework and a movement of leaders that are choosing reinvention over collapse. Because this is what I've learned working with executives and founders and high performers, is that disconnecting isn't quitting. It's the highest leverage move that you haven't made yet. I help successful people who are silently burning out step back, do the work, and then come back unrecognizable through a proven framework that was built inside the fire, not from the outside looking in, because I've been there. So let me leave you with the same dare that changed my life. I dare you to disappear for a year. Pick up the book, take a 7-day challenge at enmandofficial.com, and let me introduce you to the version of yourself that's dying to come out.
Ian, 2 thumbs up. Great intro. Really pulled us into that moment of like, I am holding a box of my stuff and I have the ladder on the wrong building. And I just realized that now. And I think it was it was a great way to start. Some of the things I wish I heard in the pitch and even saw on the graphics is, what does disconnecting look like? I think you mentioned a little bit of like not posting or going on social media, but is it like deleting social apps? Is it going like monk status and like going in the Himalayan mountains and not talking to anybody? And, is it just not answering emails? And then when you disappear for a year, how is life different? What mindsets, beliefs, habits, patterns, routines did you have before disappearing for a year that's now no longer true for you? And what difference has that made for you and for the clients that you've worked with? For your graphics, I think having at the very top of your positioning graphic disappear for a year before hearing your pitch is confusing. It's clear now what that means. So I would maybe adjust it to have, instead of disappear for a year, something to the effect of like, of your, there's a sentence like helping high performers reconnect with their life, career, and identity. And then after a burnout crisis or after some type of triggering moment that causes them to need to disappear for a year. And then it's not really clear what the system is. I would title it, give it a proprietary name of like the disappear method, or gone for a year method. And so I wish I saw that on the graphic, but really great job, man. Kudos to you for disappearing for a year and doing the deep inner work that's required to be a different person. That's not easy, and you did it, and you're bringing others through it. So good job.
Thank you so much. So insightful, so helpful. We are on to our 9th speaker.
The VPs sat in silence as the CEO walked in to deliver a really difficult message. The market has changed and we need to make 20% layoffs. The conversation quickly turned to the cold, hard questions that executives are trained to ask. What do we protect? What do we cut? And what do we survive without? At the time, I was a VP and head of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Like many others, I wondered when my name would be on that list. So many organizations still see inclusion as culture work, important in good times and optional in crisis. The real power of inclusion is shaping how critical organizational and leadership decisions are made for the better. So while others focused on cost cutting and operational survival, my inclusion lens brought different questions into the room. How do we help diverse staff move through this process and stay intact? How do we maintain and build trust, credibility, belonging, and keep the organization together? And how do we do all of this in a good way? Those questions literally changed how the leadership team executed on the layoffs. Instead of a cold email, the CEO invited everybody into a meeting and shared openly about our context and the deep care that had gone into every decision that we made. We provided extended healthcare benefits, expensive technology, career transition supports, but most importantly, we gave everybody a chance to say goodbye. Months later, I spoke with someone who had worked in the tech industry for many years, and they said, Karen, I know layoffs are common in our industry, but the way the leadership team handled this one will stay with me forever. Yes, the layoffs had to happen, but the way we implemented them, that was the game changer because we used inclusion as a lens. People felt valued and cared for in one of the worst moments of our company, and because of that, we came back very fast. The next time someone tells you that inclusion is just a culture initiative, think again. My name is Karen Craggs. If you want your leaders to lead differently, you need me in the room.
Hey, Karen, you did a great job. I love that the graphics and your outfit matched today. That was really good. It felt very cohesive. Like when you jumped on camera, I was like, oh, I already know this person because I saw her graphics. So I thought that was really, really good. I also think your story was really good about giving specifics. So you stuck to the point, you opened with the story, and then you also closed with the story, which was really strong. And when you closed with the story, you gave the good steps that you did to create that leadership transition and to make it really good. So I thought that was fantastic. Also, I think that you said something really powerful. And if you watch back the recording, you said trust, credibility, and belonging. And I think that it's something that you could really put into your messaging that is what you bring that's different to the topic of diversity and how diversity and transition is handled. The other thing I would say is that your graphics, when I looked at them initially, because we looked at them before, they felt a little bit busy and there's a lot of words on them. So if there's any way you can look at the words and tighten them up a little bit, I think it'll make you stand out more because you have such a strong message and you're a very strong presenter. And if you could tighten up the words on the graphics, I think it would really benefit you. Obviously, your passion about your topic is clear. And if I was running an organization like that, I would want you on my team. So very, very well done.
Thank you so much. Okay, so that brings us to our last speaker of the day. This is going really well, guys. Okay, so let's bring her up.
It was the most intense, non-sexual climax of my life. The waves of energy exploding through my body made me giggle and sweat all at the same time. I'm talking about the first time that I connected to Reiki energy. And from then on, I became a believer, not just in universal energy, but what's possible when we reconnect to ourselves in a deeper way. And that experience opened a door that I didn't even know I needed. But my journey into understanding the human body, energy, and performance didn't start there. It was years earlier in a very different moment. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, naked, breastfeeding my baby, hoping to get in a quick shower. My 2-year-old walked in with a poopy diaper, and my 4-year-old started whining that she was hungry. Now, if anyone had told me that I was going to have 3 kids in 4 years, live in a military community where my husband was hardly home, with no family and no support, I would have said, no. This is not my life. But there I was, bone tired, soul exhausted, functioning in survival mode. I wanted to be a supportive wife and a loving mom, so I needed to figure it out. I made a decision that day to stop waiting to feel better, and I started to rebuild who I was. This led me to become a certified health and life coach, personal trainer, Reiki master, and reflexologist, mastering that body, mind, spirit trifecta. Today, I am a human performance expert, and I work with high-achieving women who are successful on the outside, but disconnected, overwhelmed, and exhausted on the inside. I get it because I've lived it. My favorite saying is, a female is designed by God to multiply what she receives. Give a woman a house and she will make you a home. Give a woman frustration, well, you are going to get back more than what you give. But if you give a woman energy, confidence, and self-worth, then quietly watch as she becomes unstoppable. Because when a woman feels good in her body and clear in her mind, she doesn't just improve her own life. She transforms her home, her work, and every room she walks into. My name is Katrina Houghton, and that is the work I do.
Well, Katrina, congratulations. You too are the poster woman for your topic. I mean, really, everybody is. You're all doing such an amazing job. It's tough to be a judge today. But a couple of things that I would point out is, number one, on your second graphic, the insights graphic, with you sitting in the chair, that is just contagious, that picture. Oh my goodness, I want to be that. That's the picture I want to be, sitting in a chair like that relaxed, like you have it all together. So congratulations on that. And for your positioning, I was reading through your positioning statement and I was thinking, you know, what really stands out is that success is not just something that you attain and then you're there. It's something that is continuously growing. So really putting your whole statement together means, to me, balanced growth. So I wonder if you can fit that in somewhere, that your emphasis is really balance, but there's a growth mechanism here too. And that is also evident by your method. I was so happy to see that you have the cravings, cortisol, and chaos method. That's even a little bit of humor in there. If I was to add something to the insights as well, it would be that, gosh, 24/7 of anything is exhausting. It really is. So I think you could even go deeper into the pain of this topic and say, I have the solution. And that's where I get into my suggestion in your presentation when you said, no, this is not my life. That's a perfect opportunity for you to say, heck no, that is not my life. I mean, just change up the whole energy level at that point. I think you would really capture everybody. And then when you said, let's see, rebuild who I was, that was another one where you could just really launch into the emotion of what that meant to you. And then when you said that I saw the energy, and that, but I didn't really see unstoppable. I want to know what unstoppable looks like in this presentation. Unstoppable means you're getting really into it, and I'd like to see you really embrace that unstoppableness. That's a whole different level of balanced growth. So great job, and you're going to have a fun year with this topic because it too is such a very important one. Congratulations.
Thanks, Marty. Thank you so much. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the competitors' presentations. We are going to take a 10-minute break so that the judges have a chance to review their scores and their feedback and make sure that everything is perfect. And we're going to find out the winners. And now, one thing I want to say, if you are watching this and you are just enamored with it and you want to really participate, we are doing this competition again in October. Submissions will be due by October 2nd. So you have lots of time to really absorb what you saw today and to start working on your graphics and your pitch and come back strong in the fall. So Come back in 10 minutes. You're going to find out the winners with us at the same time, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, let's go. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we go back? Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Meet Calissa Ngazi, from behind the scenes to center stage as an in-demand expert. Before Speaker Slam, Calissa Ngazi was a seasoned mental health professional with over 20 years of experience and a single mom juggling life's challenges, quietly making a difference in the lives of many. But despite her expertise, she had no online presence, no media recognition, and no platform to amplify her voice. That all changed when she stepped onto the Speaker Slam stage. Since then, Calissa has gained unparalleled visibility. In 2024, Calissa's expertise was showcased on over 20 media platforms, including Breakfast Television, CHCH Morning Live, CTV News, and Global News Morning Show. Her insights on topics like mental health, resilience, and parenting have reached countless viewers and sparked important conversations. She's received and achieved industry recognition. With newfound visibility, Calissa was honored with 4 major awards in 2024. The RBC Black Diamond Ball Award, Niagara's 40 Under 40 Award, the Remarkable Mothers Award, and the Black Diamond Award. She gained recognition at Speaker Slam. Calissa placed second in the reinvention competition, touching hearts with her adoption story. She won the Brandbuilder competition, showcasing her ability to communicate with purpose. And she competed in the Grand Slam Inspirational Finals, finishing 5th among the best speakers of the year. She has transformed her career. With no prior paid speaking experience, Speaker Slam gave Calissa the tools and exposure to become a booked and paid speaker. She's now represented by multiple speaker agencies, actively speaking on stages across Canada and connecting with decision makers who value her voice and expertise. She's gained a platform for change. From her powerful adoption story to her candid discussions on mental health and resilience, Calissa has used her Speaker Slam journey to bring important conversations to the forefront. And she has turned her expertise into influence. Speaker Slam helped Calissa step into the spotlight where her years of experience could finally shine. She's now a trusted voice on mental health and resilience, inspiring others to embrace their stories and make an impact.
If you're ever sitting on the fence and being like, I don't know if I really want to sign up for Speaker Slam, I don't know if it's for me. Trust me, dive right in and get it done. You will not regret it.
Calissa's journey is proof that sometimes all you need is a platform to be seen. Her expertise was always there. Speaker Slam just helped the world recognize it. Ready to take your story to the next level? Apply to compete on the Speaker Slam stage today. One speech can change your life.
From local star to national hero, meet Danielle Campo. Danielle was already well known in her hometown of Windsor as a Paralympic gold medalist. But her life took a completely new direction after she competed on the Speaker Slam stage. In just 6 months, her story reached millions, proving that one speech can really change your life. Here's what Danielle has achieved since stepping onto the Speaker Slam stage. She's been featured on major Canadian media. Danielle's story of resilience has been shared on CBC Canada Tonight, The Social, Breakfast Television, Global News, 100 Huntley, CTV News, CP24, and more. Her message resonated across the country, inspiring countless Canadians. Crowned Inspirational Speaker of the Year, she won Speaker Slam's Grand Slam, the biggest inspirational speaking competition in North America, proving the power of her authentic and heartfelt story. She's been honored as Canada's Walk of Fame National Hero. Danielle was awarded one of Canada's top honors, presented by her personal hero, Rick Hansen. This moment was a testament to her incredible journey and the impact she's made on so many lives. She's gotten paid speaking opportunities. Danielle's speeches opened new doors, leading to multiple paid speaking gigs. She's now sharing her journey with organizations and audiences, spreading a message of resilience and determination across Canada. She's inspired people across Canada. Danielle has become a voice for resilience, encouraging others to embrace their own struggles and discover their gold medal moments. In just half a year, Danielle has gone from being a beloved local athlete to a national inspiration and in-demand speaker. Her journey proves that one moment, one story, and one speech can truly change everything. Ready to share your story? Take your shot on the Speaker Slam stage. Let your voice be heard and inspire the world. Your story could change someone's life. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the winning ceremony. Wow.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. We work so closely with everybody all year, and when top 10 were announced, it is a tremendous amount of work for everybody. They're working really hard on their graphics, and they're working hard on their pitch, and they're promoting, and their hearts and souls are into this. And unless you've been competing at Speaker Slam, you can't even relate to the amount of emotional investment that goes in. So we love everyone. Everybody was incredible, and just saw the score super, super close. You should all be really proud of today.
Thank you to the judges. You had amazing insights, and I know this was a tough panel. Like, this was hard, but kudos. So let's find out what the third place winner is going to be getting.
Okay, so the third place winner is going to get Monetizing Your Personal Brand, a 90-minute intensive with Sean, focused on turning your personal brand into a scalable, monetizable asset. And a brand spotlight session with Kika, which is a 30-minute one-on-one session focused on shining a spotlight on your speaker profile and personal brand. And of course, Dan loves to really amplify our winners. So you are going to become a 2026 leader to watch.
All right, everybody. We're going to make big noise together at home and find out together. All right.
And let's make some noise together. In third place is
Sofranie Trencia.
Yeah! Congratulations, Sofranie. You are the winner. Okay, amazing. We are going to move on to the second place winner.
It's funny trying to capture the energy of this that we would do on stage, but I hope you guys are cheering along with
time it. I'm gonna time it next time. Okay.
I'm in.
Okay. Let's find out what the second place winner is going to be getting.
A Monetizing Your Personal Brand session with Sean. The Brand Accelerator session with Kika. And the 2026 Leader to Watch.
All right, let's make some magic noise at home. Y'all know the drill.
All right, let's make some noise for second place. The winner for second place is
Karen Craigs Milne.
Karen, let's go. Yes, Karen, let's go, Karen. Congratulations. Woo. Okay. All right, we're moving along. This is it.
Oh, amazing.
Let's find out what the first place is going to be getting.
Okay, a Speaker Revenue Accelerator with Marty. The Make It Clear, a full brand strategy intensive with Andrea. Monetizing Your Personal Brand with Sean. The Brand Authority Mentorship with Kika. A Signature Legacy video courtesy of Speaker Slam. And of course, the Leader to Watch. And believe me, we're going to have this spread all over social media. So let's see who wins this.
All right, everybody. Let's do this.
All right, let's make some big noise. The first place winner is
Stacy LaViolette.
Stacy!
All I do is win, 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 no matter
go.
what. Got money on my mind. I
Yeah!
every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go.
Yay! Thank you, Andrea. I have Toothy with me. Andrea, I have Toothy right here for you for that feedback. I didn't want to have it as a sales pitch, but I realized quickly that Toothy is that tool that we use to really help enhance pediatric experiences. So thank you for that reminder. Thank you to Momentum and the program. Dan and Rena, you really helped me shift from being my friend Toothy. Hi, I'm my friend Toothy, to me becoming
Stacy Laviolette, the expert in pediatric dental experiences. The program not only gave me clarity, it helped me become my identity as Stacy Laviolette, using my psychology background, being this incredible creator, the brains behind a brand that is changing children's lives all over the world. So using my friend Toothy as the tool, but me as the voice and vision behind it, I wouldn't have been able to get this clarity without the program. So thank you, Rena and Dan, for giving me the confidence, clarity, and the momentum program to move me forward in my business as the expert.
Okay, we got that great testimonial right there. It's like she was ready for this, right?
I honestly, it's so funny. I shared this feedback with you guys, you know, just a couple days ago, saying winner or not, I won in the clarity mindset of what you guys bring to the community. So it's been an such a tremendous experience for me. And I love that I am now feeling more confident as the CEO in $1 billion business, and not just saying, oh, you know, I'm the creator, my friend Toothy. No, like I am declaring this is who I am, the CEO of something that I'm just so passionate about. And I feel I would have gotten there eventually, but I got there much faster thanks to you guys.
Oh, amazing.
I love it.
We're going to bring up.
So happy.
Yes. We're going to bring up the judges and the top three here itself. And so we can just all just hear a little bit what everyone has to say.
Karen, can we hear how you feel about this?
I'm in shock. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful.
I think
great. That's all
yeah, I'm taking it in.
Okay, good. Sofranie.
Oh, wow. It's an amazing experience also, you know, like Stacy said, you know, it clarifies our positioning and our message also, and really to focus on it. It was an amazing experience, and Arena, really, without you, I couldn't do this, really. So.
Okay, you guys were amazing. I'd love for the judges, just let's go around one time and just any last words for the speakers. Let's start with Andrea.
You guys did such a great job. Everybody did. I was texting Rena behind the scenes saying, this is really hard. I don't like it. Everybody did a good job. You were very, very, very close. So good job. And Rena and Dan, you guys do such a good job of coaching people. I love seeing like all of you talking about how clear you are and how more succinct you can be. So great job overall.
Sean.
Okay, you guys are like, whether you're on camera or not, if you competed, you guys are amazing. Like it really was so difficult to rank all of these incredible speakers, incredible brands. You all have a mission that's really meaningful. Wherever you ended up in this competition, don't allow that to create any type of resistance of you moving forward. Like keep going, because your message needs to be heard. Every single one of these missions, like I'd be like, it's so important. Keep going. For those of you who won and are on a stage, congratulations. This is just the beginning. So keep going. So proud of everybody.
Thanks so much, Kika.
Yeah, you know, the caliber of the entries and the pitch presentations today are a testament to Speaker Slam, what Dan and Rena, what you have done to be able to support speakers on these journeys. I think for anybody watching on here, I think the three things that I think I would ask all of us to take away is that, one, branding is all about familiarity. So if you notice, some of the judges talked about, like, you wore blue in your graphics, or blue today. Oh my gosh, I remember the same sort of thing. So consistency, it doesn't have to be literal, but consistency makes that difference. The other thing is that on the graphics, you have less space to tell way more. And so it's often a subconscious, how do I plant the seeds into somebody who's watching and reading my graphic? So just thinking about the little visual you could share to tell more of a story. And then finally, this is something that we watched in all of the people that pitched today. We felt your energy. And when you believe it, we believe it. You know, we have no reason not to believe it when we feel your energy. And that's really what showed through today. So I want to say congratulations to everybody and great lessons for all of us to follow.
Thanks so much, Kika. Over to you, Marty.
I can't even imagine how many contests I've been a judge in with Toastmasters for almost 30 years, my goodness. And any of these contestants would have placed very high in our district level conferences. So just, I mean, go away from this with just a knowing that you all did an amazing job in this presentation. If there was anything to, as far as a suggestion for going forward, remember that this is a contest. When you're out there in the world giving this presentation, what you live for, you're going to be presenting differently, and you're not going to have the same contest vibe. You're going to have the transformation vibe, because that's what you're being brought into to do with your audience, is transform lives. So that's even more exciting, I think, than even a contest, is where you're headed with this. This is only the beginning. And if I had to give a suggestion, it would be just continue to develop your smile. Not all the time, but in the right places. Smiles are contagious and they just light up. Everybody has such a great smile. And number two, have fun. This is your topic. This is the topic that you want to share with the world. So enjoy every moment, even if it is a contest that you're in. But great job to everybody. Remember, one last thing, speakers speak. You can't call yourself a speaker if you don't have dates on the calendar. So go out there and get on stages twice a week, and podcasts, summits, whatever it is, twice a week is your number. Go for it. We need your message. Great job, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for being a part of today. Is there any last wise words you got to say, Rena, before we sign off?
Come and compete in October. This competition is just part of the momentum that you're going to build. It's going to transform your entire life. So throw your hat in for October.
You see this QR code up here. This is for a free class for Momentum. If you want to start with us, this is the best way to do it. Come join us for a free class. Until then, stay inspired, and I'll see you at the next show. Take care, y'all.